know I'm about to go in. Told me that I couldn't do it, but I gotta bring it back. So they're really on with it. Let's go. Tell me where you're from, where you stay. Know I keep it lit from the coast to the bay. Peace on the right.
If you guys are sick of wasting money on packs, go check out my sponsor. They offer the cheapest and most reliable way to buy coins straight from the source. Use code MAZE at checkout for 15% off your entire order.
Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are finishing our weekend league journey and our road to the top 100. As you guys can probably tell from the title, we did pretty well this weekend. We did finish in the top 100, and we will be showing you guys those rewards at the end of the stream. So stick through all the games. We're doing games 19 to 25, and then at the end, we're going to finish up with our weekend league rewards. I've also been getting some comments about the gameplay being blurry, and I think that has to do with my settings when I stream. But in today's video, you're going to be seeing me recording this on my actual recording software, so the quality should be a little bit better, but I'm going to try to get those settings figured out for my streaming so we don't have to deal with that anymore on the weekend league recaps. And additionally, as always, I want to let you guys know I've made an entire offensive ebook for the offense I'm running in this video, the offense that got me to top 100. So if you want to run this exact offense, all you got to do is be a Twitch subscriber. All of my Twitch subscribers get the ebook for free in the Discord. The Discord will be linked in the comments as well. Anybody can join the Discord. You do not have to be a Twitch subscriber. There's just locked content for my Twitch subscribers. I know that might be confusing, but if you want to join a dope Madden group chat, a dope Madden community, click the link in the pinned comment, join the Discord. But we got a good one today, so I hope you guys are ready. And as always, before we get into the games, we're going to go over the best comments of the day. The first comment of the day comes from our man, Jason Crocker, who said, use me as a make fun of Juju button, and 73 of you guys liked it. And I liked it too, but you know, we got to give Juju a break. Juju's a good guy. He just wants to have fun. And I don't know why everybody's hating on him. Like, I get it. It might be a little annoying that he's dancing and shit, but I don't think it comes from a place of being cocky. I don't think Juju's a cocky guy. I think he's just having fun. I'm on team leave Juju alone. Leave him alone. And the second comment comes from Kyle Smith. Kyle Smith is the most generic name of all time. That's the name you make up when you're a kid and you're lying to your parents. You say it was Kyle Smith's fault. That's how generic your name is. Kyle Smith says, my friend asked me how Helen Keller would play Madden. I just linked May's channel. Very funny, Kyle Smith. I don't see Kyle Smith in the top 100, bitch. Heading into the final chapter of our weekend league journey, the team is exactly the same as the last two videos. Still rocking the Cowboys-Washington theme team with 99 overall, Rock Hard Rich at the helm. On the defensive side of the ball, we're led by defensive captain Sean Taylor, also at a 99 overall. And I would say the defensive MVP has been Charles Woodson in the slot, coming in at 98 overall. He's gotten a ton of interceptions for us. On offense, we're using the Carolina Panthers offensive playbook, and on defense, the 4-6. If you guys remember, we're 16-2 through our first 18 games, and heading into game 19, we're going to try to win out because I think we're on pace for top 100. And so the more we win, the higher we're going to place, better rewards. You know the deal. Starting out with the defensive side of the ball, I sent some crazy blitz at him and royally fucked up my adjustments. And we left Jonnu Smith streaking down the field wide open. It was 3rd and 9. We played great defense on 1st and 2nd down. I don't really know why I switched it up and tried to get fancy, but starting off the game with a play like that is never good. Now the offense is going to need to make up for the defense. Usually it's the other way around. So hopefully the offense can come through and we don't start off the game with an interception like we normally do. In the flats, we had Jonnu Smith wide open, but I decided to wait on the corner route, and it ends up paying off as we hit Deion Sanders, Neon Deion, get inside scoring range. And now from the 1-yard line, Adrian Peterson with the carry is going to get across the goal line. 2nd and 10 now for my opponent at the 33-yard line, and he's got a crosser wide open, but Cliff Harris is able to come in there, get the sack. That blitz we tried to send earlier finally comes in, and now it's our ball once again. We had the streak, and I really don't know how this was intercepted. The safety was outside leverage and deeper down the field, and then I don't know if the ball was overthrown. It said accurate, but it went through his hands and ends up being intercepted from a guy behind him. Not too thrilled about that, but it gives our opponent the ball back once again, and now he's driving with about a minute left in the first half. He gets all the way down to the 1-yard line, where it's just an easy run for Reggie Bush, taking the lead. So going into the second half, we're down. Even though we get the ball, we are down by 7 points. So if we go down and get 7, which is what the goal is, we're just going to tie up the game. That's never an ideal situation. You'd always like to at least take a lead there, but we're going to drive nonetheless. We got Jonnu Smith in the flats, and if you don't cover the hard flats, Jonnu Smith is going to make you pay, baby. He gets upfield at the 28-yard line where Gannon drops back, and Rock Hard Rich with the laser over the middle. That's a low ball to Allworth. Allworth old as shit, but still makes a great catch, and from the 3-yard line, Adrian Peterson ties up the game. So now 14-14, and as we head into the fourth quarter, it is a tie game, so this is my opponent's kind of version of a money drive. If he can take off as much clock as he can, he could win this game. He gets down to the 37, kicks a game-winning field goal. We get the block!
I got cheated.
So close to getting the block, but just inches away. As you see, we got the block animation. We were running in there, had a chance, but at the last second, I accidentally peeled back to the line of scrimmage. I don't really know what happened, but it kind of led me that direction. But I felt like I should have got the block, and we would be in a very different situation right now. But with 1 minute left, we got to go down, get at least 3 points to tie up the game and force overtime. But ideally, we get a touchdown. We throw to Deion Sanders over the middle, who's getting out to about midfield. And with a minute left, we're driving pretty nicely. Only a couple more yards to go until field goal range. And we get Deion again on the deep corner out to the 23. And from here, we're already in field goal range. So there's two things on my mind. One, don't turn the ball over. Make sure you get at least 3. And 2, let's try to push it in the end zone. With 30 seconds left, we run the stretch, and that's Adrian Peterson getting the go-ahead score, making the game 21-17 with about 20 seconds to go. This guy's got no timeouts, and so we're just going to pretty much play prevent, try to make him throw the ball inbounds, and if we can do that, the game is over. 2 seconds remain now from the 30-yard line. He's motioning over a guy. We got a couple guys manned up, everybody in coverage, and he's just going to have to take a shot here to the end zone. We got 5 guys around there, and thankfully there's no EA bullshit. We get the interception and get the victory. I honestly feel like that game was way closer than it needed to be, but we got the dub. It doesn't matter how you got it, no matter how dirty it was, no matter how sweaty it was. I feel like I'm describing a porno. Getting into the next game, we're 17-2. The win streak continues, but this guy's showing me he can run big dime 1-4-6 like no tomorrow. So he's blitzing the house. I'm not really able to pick it up. I was expecting if I like ID'd and slid, I would be able to, but it came in regardless. So I know going into my next drive, I'm going to have to switch it up and try to get him out of this big dime 1-4-6, so we're going to have some problems. So he's got the ball there. We started off the game by having to punt because of those 2 sacks, and he's kind of dotting us on offense. He's showing me that already early on, this is going to be a sweaty game. He's kind of showing some stick skills, juking me out and stuff, but we're able to hold him to 3, which is huge because honestly, giving him a touchdown on the opening drive, especially when they get ball at half, is terrible. But you see, there's already not much time on the clock. There's 3:30 left on the clock. He took up a lot of time with that drive. So now I got to go down. I think this is probably going to be my last drive of the half, and I can't really afford any mistakes here. It's 1st and 10 now from the 40. We've been driving pretty nicely. Get Jonnu Smith in the flats once again for another first down. Now at the 30-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. So I got to take it slow. Can't do anything stupid. He's blitzing a lot of guys, and we throw an in route that realistically should have been a catch. We're going to take another look at this, but this is what I could not afford to happen this game. This low ball in route, that was a curl flat that made up that lost ground to play that. Like, there's no way a curl flat should be playing that in route, and 9 out of 10 times that's a catch. So the fact that it bounced off somebody's back heel and then bounced up for an interception, that's just really unlucky. And in a game like this, you can't afford for stuff like that to happen. And then we followed up with 17 seconds left in the half. He runs this motioned over Z post and gets in for the touchdown. So that is a terrible way to end the half. He gets ball to start second half. I've only had 2 drives. The first one, I just got sacked and had to punt it. The second one, a bullshit interception while I was driving. And now in the 3rd quarter, he's driving and chewing clock. This guy was working the clock pretty nicely. You see the 3rd quarter's already over, and it's 3rd and 18 here. So I'm assuming we're going to get the stop. He runs the ball again. We hit him, almost get him out of field goal range, but he's barely inside field goal range. Ends up kicking that field goal. But thankfully, it's still only a 2-possession game. So 13-0. I finally get the ball back for my 3rd drive of the game. And this time, we really got to make sure we get points. A nice dot right there to Cooley on the sideline. If you guys notice, I subbed in Cooley in the slot receiver, so he could not run big dime on me anymore. And that's kind of been helping with me moving the ball. So now Jonnu Smith trucking, getting a nice solid gain. Again, Jonnu Smith out to the 15-yard line. And from there, we're going to run the ball with Peterson. And you see what happens when we play a little bit smarter. We get into the end zone. So now, under the 2-minute warning, it's 7-13. We're only down by 6 points. We just need to get a stop here on defense. We're running man coverage because I was expecting the run, but that motion over, if you guys didn't know, in U-trips, when you motion over the receiver and he gets to the other side, your 2 cornerbacks switch assignment, and then nobody gets pressed on that side. So the press that I was relying on for my blitz to come in was beaten. Just showed me that this guy knew what he was doing, and even though we got to stop right after that, it wasn't enough because he was already in field goal range, and that ended the game. So we got the loss there, and again, I do kind of blame that BS interception I had on that second drive, and going back, I think I could beat that guy. He was definitely a good opponent, but I think if I played him again, I would play it a little bit differently from the start. So my mistake there, the L's on me, and that gives us our 3rd L of the weekend. So now we're 17-3, and I really do not want to lose any more games. Going into the next one, you see my opponent's running this 3-3-5 odd blitz, and I'm dialing up a cover 3 beater. That's so hot. That's right. That is so hot. Allworth on the cover 3 beater. Most of the time, people who run this 3-3-5 odd glitch blitz thing, they really suck and don't know how to adjust behind it. So this guy was kind of showing me he was one of those guys. On our first defensive series, we end up getting a stop as well. So now we have the ball inside scoring range at the 16-yard line. I'm legally blind. An absolute Stevie Wonder read from me. I'm going to be honest, that was a terrible read. We had an opportunity to go up 2 possessions, but we gave him the ball right back. So now in the second quarter, hopefully we're going to get a stop again. Thankfully, against this guy, our defense seems to be holding up very well, and that was right over Kendall Fuller's head. He was so close to getting there, but just out of reach, giving him the ball now at about midfield, but it's 3rd and 7. We're playing some good D, and we got that good D, baby. That is Cliff Harris on the interception, going to jurtle and get out into the open field. He just got one man to beat, and Josh Allen, you slow bitch, you're not fast enough. And with 2 minutes left in the first half, we go ahead by another touchdown. So even though our offense failed, our defense came up big, and that's exactly what we needed. Now up 2 possessions, he's driving on us pretty easily at the 49-yard line about midfield when I send this crazy blitz at him, and I usered the running back myself, able to intercept it with Pat Watkins in the flats, but unfortunately, Josh Allen is a speedy McQuick boy, and he gets a warp tackle at the 13-yard line. But we still got 30 seconds to score, and worst case, we get the 3 points, which would make it a 3-possession game, and I don't know how that was intercepted. That was a deep third on the left, intercepting an out route, and if we take another look at it, I threw it at the joint. I started to throw it right here. All right, I don't know how that outside third was able to jump up and intercept that, but it happened, and now we got to live with the results. So we're still up 14 points. It's in the second half now. He is starting with the ball, and he throws another Stevie straight to Sean Taylor. This time, Sean hopefully going to take it all the way back. Can you get ran down? Stop, go, yes! Stop and go for the haters, and that extends our lead to 21, and at that point, our opponent quits out. So now 18-3, we got 4 games remaining, and hopefully we're going to win out to maximize those weekend league rewards. Now, going into this game, this guy had a pretty good team. You can tell by his top 3, but before we could even get into the game, again, connection your peer has been lost. Another disconnect, but thankfully it gave us the win. I think it kind of just goes off who has the better connection, and I did upgrade my internet recently, so I've been getting a lot more wins off the disconnects than I have been losses. And then going into the next game, we get another disconnect. And I could tell before I even get them because the loading screen takes like a minute and a half as opposed to 30 seconds. So if you guys are ever loading into a game and the loading screen where it's showing the different players and stuff takes longer than 30 seconds, you're going to get a disconnect. And whether you get the win or loss, I think is kind of random. But I don't know if it was the servers or something right now, what was going on, but we got into another game, and this time we actually were able to load in. My opponent's got Lamar Jackson, the brand new Snow Beast Lamar Jackson, so I'm expecting to have to QB spy, watch out for a QB scramble, but we are starting off on the offensive side of the ball. And if you guys didn't recognize this man's PSN, I've had a lot of hell games with him over the past couple years. He's a top 100 ranked opponent on PlayStation and pretty consistently in the top 100 for Weekend League. So I'm going into this game expecting it to be a sweaty, expecting him to be a very good opponent, and that's why I'm taking 3 on my first drive. I know that any points are going to be valuable, so if I'm in field goal range, I'm going to take the 3. And now starting off on our first defensive series, he hits us early with this cover 3 beater, and because I was running seam flats, my outside third actually matched on a post, and that left the guy wide open. But thankfully, we made a tackle inside the red zone because my red zone D is rock hard, baby. That's our main man, Charles Woodson, getting a huge interception right there. Kind of fell back from the flat route back to the slant and able to get a big turnover. And if you guys couldn't tell, on defense, he's running big dime 1-4-6, and making the catch on 4th down is Herschel Walker. The reason I had to sub in a running back was because I was running the ball pretty much every time on 1st and 2nd down, trying to get him out of big dime, but he refused. He was stubborn, and he stayed in big dime. So after a couple more runs, he ended up switching to big nickel, as you see here, and on 3rd and 21, he gets a great hit on the quarterback, and we get the unlucky throw out of sack straight to his user, so he gets a turnover right back. So we're still only up 3-0 heading into the second half, and it's his ball. Thankfully, our defense has been holding strong, but he's only really had one opportunity to drive so far. So he went right back to the cover 3 beater. This time I adjusted and deep halved, and then he tried to make something happen late, and a great user by us. That's Pat Watkins getting the interception, but the offense stalled out again. So instead of going up 2 possessions, which we had an opportunity for, we end up having to settle for 3 once again, making it 6-0. But the defense is holding strong, getting me in a 4th down, but he ends up converting. So a fresh set of downs. We get him in a 4th down again. So as you guys can see, we're just bagging over and over and over again, and he's just barely squeezing out these 4th downs. And then now inside the red zone at the 24-yard line, he's going for a pass once again, and Pat Watkins, our user, is there again to pretty much seal this game for us if we can get a nice return out of it, which we do with some fancy stick work there. But with 3 minutes left in the game, we're up 6-0, and a field goal is pretty much going to end this one for us. On 3rd and 5, we hit Cooley on the out route once again, and Cooley gets the catch to the 40-yard line. But here on 4th and 9, we're just out of field goal range, so we got to go for it, and we hit our man Cooley another time for another big conversion to end the game. So once we got in field goal range again, we kicked that field goal. He knew the game was over, and we squeezed out the victory 9-0. So that was a really really big victory right there, guys, because I told you he was consistently top 100. He's already beaten me a couple times this year. So the fact that our defense was able to dominate that hard that game,
I'm about to bust.
We're 21-3. Winning this game gives us a 22-win record, which is huge and hopefully going to be highly ranked. So this one is a must-win for us. And starting off hot, Deion Sanders on the deep corner route gets into the end zone, starting off the game with a touchdown. So that's always a great sign. But my opponent getting loose early too. That's Edgerrin James. And this might be a no money spent demon. Looking at his squad, I have a feeling this is a no money spent demon. So that means he's going to have a demon bot scheme. Also means he's going to get all the DDA in the world. Thankfully, Pat Watkins is too much of a glitch over the middle. Isaiah Simmons just came out recently, who I think is going to replace Pat Watkins as the best user. But Pat Watkins for a long time was definitely the glitch as he gets us the ball right back. And Allworth, that boy's old as shit, but makes a great catch out to the 17-yard line where it's 1st and 10, and we are running. Listen, this is going to happen a couple times this game, but I'm going to show you a replay of this. Jamal Adams is like 6'5" in his spirit. Like, look at this. He's using the slant route, and I throw it to the goal line. He's at the 11 or 12-yard line. Now, that's an understandable user, but Jamal Adams just isn't that tall. If that was like Calvin Johnson, Isaiah Simmons, Pat Watkins, I get it. Cam Chancellor, I get it. Jamal Adams is what, 6 feet tall? There's no way he should be picking that ball off 12 yards over his head, but it doesn't matter. It happened, and we got to move on. My opponent drives down off of that, gets 3 points, but thankfully, we don't relinquish our lead. So we're still up 4 points with 2 minutes to go in the first half. We throw it over the middle once again. Great catch by Scary Terry, who gets us to the 49 and keeps the drive alive. Unfortunately, we take a couple sacks. Now it's 3rd and 21. We throw it to Allworth on the sideline again. That boy is old as shit, but it's a huge catch because now it's a 4th and 1, and we're going back to old reliable. Emphasis on the old. That's Allworth making another catch, and with 30 seconds left in the half, we are now in field goal range, which is at least going to give us a 7-point lead, except for the fact that Jamal Adams is a bitch. Like, what is this, man? So Jamal Adams, again, picks off a route that he definitely shouldn't have and takes it back at the end of half to go up. So now not only are we not going to extend our lead, but we're actually going to lose our lead entirely. And, of course, we're going to take another look at this. This time the throw is to the 10. Jamal Adams is at the 23-yard line. That's 13 yards under the route. I did not expect Jamal Adams to make those grabs anytime. Like, going back in time, I don't think those were bad reads. I think that was just an unbelievable user from Jamal Adams. And I don't know, maybe Jamal Adams really is the glitch, but crazy catches from him, and it's going to make this game a little bit different. Now, starting off in the second half, I got bailed right there. There's no way Shaquille Griffin should have ran with an in route and intercepted it the way he did, but we get a turnover ourselves that maybe was a little lucky. So, you know, all's well that ends well. Now it's our ball once again at the 36-yard line. That's Jonnu Smith making a great catch out to the 16, and from there, 1st and goal, we are going to run the ball. That's Herschel Walker out to the sideline, and he's going to truck, get stopped at the 1. Okay, this actually didn't end the way I thought it was. Herschel Walker again, hit, stopped at the 1. Herschel Walker, what the hell was that, man? And now 4th and goal, I gotta kick my 3 to tie it up when I should be in the lead because Herschel Walker doesn't reach for it. Everybody reaches for it, man. Everybody reaches for it in Madden 21. Herschel Walker, you couldn't have done it once. God, you're such a bitch. Now in the 4th quarter, it's my opponent's ball once again, and he's driving on us. It's a tie game. This is his money drive, and our coverage matches once again, leaving Stephon Diggs wide open, but thankfully DRC makes a tackle at the 3-yard line, and my opponent decides to pass it from the 3, and that's our main man, Charles Woodson, getting another interception. Charles Woodson really showing that he is the MVP of this defense, and now we get the ball back with 3 minutes to go. Now, come Cannon Gannon is going to throw a long one there to Jonnu Smith, and I don't know what the hell I saw.
I'm legally blind.
Legally blind is right. Like, game on the line, money drive happening, and that's the throw I make. I really don't know what I was thinking, but it gave him the ball back now under 2 minutes, and he is chewing clock. He's on a mission, and he throws it right to our curl flat, who is unable to get the interception, but it brings up a 3rd and 5 where it goes with the play action. Our user rush doesn't come in, and Stephon Diggs makes a great grab. He goes down and continues to chew clock. So it's really not looking good for us, guys. We got a minute to go. We got to play defense here. We get a big sack on 3rd down, which actually pushes him out of field goal range, and he has to punt us the ball. So that was an insane turn of events there on that 3rd down. Anything other than a sack, he would have gone up by 3 points, but that sack was just enough to get us the ball back with a tie game. So now 30 seconds to go. We're unable to get much going. We end up chewing down the rest of the clock, and as time runs out, we do not get any points. So this game is going to overtime, and in overtime, he's starting with the ball. Now, thankfully, I feel like I've been playing bad all game, and in overtime, I'm going to come alive. He ends up throwing a deep ball that I was kind of lurking on, and he ends up throwing it into triple coverage, and on the very first play in overtime, we get the interception. That's Sean Taylor, who mysteriously falls down as well, so we can't get a return, but we got the turnover we needed, and now we need to drive down and get 3 points. Starting off, he wasn't covering the hard flats. We throw it to Jonnu. Jonnu's a big boy, getting us some big yardage out to midfield. Now at the 49, running this flood play once again, and he had to run with the deeper in routes, or else we're already in field goal range, and because of that, we could check it down to Adrian Peterson, who gets us to the 38. From there, we're in field goal range. We just got to make an ice kick, 100% power, and accurate kick. It cannot be blocked, and we get the victory, and that's going to finish off our weekend league 22-3, my best finish of the year so far, and I think it's really because I switched to bunch finally. But as of Sunday night, I was 13 on the leaderboards, and now we are going to open our rewards. So because we finished in the top 100, 22-3 was our record. We get 550 Series 3 trophies. That's actually pretty significant. And then as well as that, we get 125,000 coins. So overall, the coin value and the guaranteed rewards are not that bad. And then we get 10 packs on top of that as well. I believe this is more than you get for anything else. So I get 3 touchdowns, a 91 plus elite player, and 2 red zone packs, and then the Hail Mary and the midfield packs are kind of ass, so I'm not really too concerned about those. But the 91 plus could be really good. There's a lot of players that have come out this week, and so if any of them are in this pack, it's going to be a dub. So Hail Mary pack is what we're going to start with. We got 2 of those, and again, never expecting anything out of this. This is just kind of the warm-up. Get the joints lubricated, and that's what I expected. Nothing more. Christian Kirk, kind of a fast gold player. Maybe the gold players will go for more when Theme Diamonds, whatever the hell it's called, drops again, because they usually do a second Team Diamond. I don't know if they're Theme Diamonds. Is that what they're called? Theme Diamonds? Usually when they release the second Theme Diamonds, all the gold players shoot up in value. So I'm thinking that's what's going to save the market. So maybe hold on to those golds right now. They don't go for too much. And so maybe it's a good idea to hold on to your gold cards. A little advice from Maze, a little market advice. We honestly haven't even pulled 1 elite yet, so it's not looking too good, boys. Through all the midfields and all the Hail Marys, we have not gotten 1 elite. So the red zones, you better make up for it. And honestly, if I don't pull anything out of any of these, and then the 91 plus has something crazy, I'll be okay with that too. The 91 plus is really where you make or break your packs. All right, starting off with the elite in the red zone, 83 Tyron Smith, and then 81. Oh, shoot, we got 3 elites in this one. 4 elites. 80 overall, 82 Ken Norton, 81 Jaron Reed, and 83 Tyron Smith. That one was not that bad. We might have actually gotten our coins back on that. And so hopefully, hopefully that's going to start the dubs. The dubs are going to start flowing in. On to the next red zone. Let me see the dubs. That's a Thanksgiving player. Touchdown, 84 William Goldston. And that's the only elite in this one. But an 84 is not terrible. Could have been a lot better. I think these go for probably like 10K. So not the end of the world, but again, I'm probably going to hold on to most of these. Now time for the big boys. 3 touchdowns and a 91 plus. Let's do the touchdowns first. Save the biggest pack for last. The 91 plus is really the only thing I kind of care about, because again, touchdowns, I haven't gotten much in these either this year. Touchdowns in years past were a lot better. Were a lot better than they are this year. I don't know what they did to them this year, but 84 Steve Smith, 84 Tom Brady, quick sell, and an 82 Orlando Pace. That actually wasn't that bad. This Tom Brady is going to sell for 80K. Wow, I actually did not know that was that good of a pull. So everything else in this pack is just icing on the cake. That was actually a good pack right there. If the other 2 are anything like that, we are gonna make some coins off this. Some serious coins. We're almost up over 1 million as well. On to the next touchdown pack. That's a power up. It's a Jimbo covert. Nobody cares about that. Come on, another legend, but it's no lights. 85 Michael Vick. That's not that great. And another legend, 86 Jimbo. They really want me to get Jimbo. And the final touchdown pack. There's the elite. And if that is the only elite in this pack, I will be very upset. Oh, there's an 85 right there. All right, give me a full 50 player. 82. All right, that one wasn't that great. And the final one, boys, for all the money, 91 plus. Do not hoe us, EA. All I ask is that you do not hoe us, EA. Please give me a Rich Gannon or an Isaiah Simmons. Give me an Isaiah Simmons. That is not going to be good. Oh my gosh, that's good. 95 Sean Taylor. Let's go. Of anything that could be, of all the 50 players, this was the best possible one. That's a great way to end it. Okay, boys, Sean T is going for like 500K. This really was one of the best pulls I possibly could have gotten. I'm so sorry, EA, for trashing on you for the rest of the pack opening. I knew it. I knew the 91 plus was going to make up for it, guys. I'm fucking stoked right now. Top 100 rewards were worth it. Sean Taylor going for 500,000 coins. So that is going to do it, guys. This is kind of the first time my rewards have actually been good this year. So far, Weekend League rewards have been very lackluster, so I'm stoked to finally get a good pull out of my Weekend League rewards. If you guys enjoyed this and want to see more Weekend League recaps, leave a like on the video. Let me know in the comments that you enjoy them, because frankly, I do enjoy making the Weekend League recaps. They're a lot of fun showing the highlights of my Weekend League. And I also want to remind you guys that I'm not going to be able to stream for the next couple weeks because I'm going to be home for the holidays and not be with my setup. So I'll miss you boys on the stream, but I'm going to try to be as active as possible on YouTube. I'll be seeing you very soon.
Now I'm on the outside.